Hello and welcome to the online classes of Computer Science with Python. This is Renuka and today we are going to discuss about the network devices like modem, hub, switch, repeater, gateway. What are their uses and what are their functions. So first we'll discuss about the various network devices. These are the components used to connect computer and other electronic devices together so that they can share files or resources. As in our earlier videos we have discussed about the networks, various types of networks, how a network works and share devices and resources, files and data. But for the efficient working of these networks, some network devices are required, and these network devices are like switch, hub, repeater. So today we are going to discuss about the various network devices and what are their uses. So very first is modem, also known as modulator, demodulator. The short form is modem, mod for modulator, and dem for demodulator. So modulator or demodulator, it is a device that converts digital signal to analog signal and analog signals back to digital signals. So when it converts analog signals, digital signals to analog, that is known as modulator part, and when it converts analog signals to digital, then that is known as demodulator part. So what is the need to convert these analog signals to digital and vice versa? We very well know that computers works with the digital signals. Digital means 0 and 1. So either yes or no, these signals they work. But the data which is transmitted from the sender to the receiver end, that is through the computer network or telephone network, or we can say mobile network. So and that network considers analog signals. Now how this digital data will be converted to analog signals so that that can be transmitted to other places? So for that we need modem. One modem is needed at the receiver end and one modem is needed at the sender end. So both receiver and sender needs modem. So at the sender end, the digital information will be converted into analog signals with the help of modem and then transmitted through receiver with the help of telephone network. But at the receiver end there is also a computer and it only understands digital signal. So the analog signal will be converted back to the digital signal with the help of a modem at the receiver end. So this is how modem works, and it converts one type of signals to another type of signals so that both the computers at the sender and receiver end can easily communicate. So we can easily summarize the functions of a modem, that they helps to transmit and code signals and also divide the information in the form of packets known as frames. Modems are of two types. We can see in our labs also, at home also, modems are of two types: internal modem and external modem. External modem looks like this, as a black box with two antenna. This is external modem. And internal modem, which are available inside the machinery or computer. Nowadays in mobile phones there are internal modems. Every mobile is having internal modem. Next is hub. So hub and switch, basically both are almost same. A little bit difference is in their working. So hub and switch, the main motive of both these devices are to connect various computers to one server. When there is one server, we want to connect many clients to that server. So there are no ports in that server. For multiple slot devices, we need multiple port cards. So for multiple port cards we use hub. You can see in this picture that hub, there are various slots at the back of hub, and here we can enter various there are various slots, and here we can enter various cables, and through which we can connect various computers to one server. Various nodes can be connected. Hub are of two type: active hub and passive hub. active hub, it amplifies the signals and passes from one connected device to another. Its working is not only to pass the signals from one device to another, but it also amplifies the signals. And passive hub, it works only for the transmission of signals, so it simply passes from one connection to another. The signals are transmitted by passive hub, not amplifying, only passing of the signals. Now switch is also somewhat same as that of hub. You can see in the picture also multiple slots, and here we can add various nodes to one server. Now what is the difference between switch and hub? The basic task of hub is to transmit the data, but it transmits the data, or we can say it broadcasts the data. But in case of switch, it forward the data packet to a specific routine. It transmits the data from source to the designated destination. So we can understand this with the help of an example. Suppose you are staying in an hotel and you call at the reception to connect. You are in room 5, you want to connect to room number 10. So when the reception will ring, so all the phone from all the 10 rooms will start ringing. Each one will pick the phone, then the reception will say that there is a call for room number 10. So except room number 10, rest other will put down their receiver, and only 5 and 10 can communicate. But that is what broadcasting of data, what actually hub does. So hub simply broadcast the data which you want to transmit to each and every device. Then each and every node check whether that data is for that particular node. If it is for that particular node, then it accepts and okay. Otherwise it rejects and the data moves to another node. So that is the task of hub. Basically it broadcasts the signals transmitted by a sender to all the receivers. So the designation the required receiver will receive, others will not receive that packet. But in case of switch, what will happen? Suppose you are in room number 5 and you want to communicate with room number 10, then you will call to reception. Reception will connect your line only to room number 10. So 5 and 10 will communicate without disturbing other rooms, and meantime 5 and 10 are communicating. If 2 and 4 also want to communicate, they will have a separate line and they can communicate. That is the task of switch. Means only source and destination, these two computers will or nodes will communicate. Rest all will be free to communicate parallel. But in hub, if 2 rooms or 2 nodes are communicating, then others cannot communicate until their communication is over. So that is the main difference between hub and switch. So we can say the similarity between switch and hub is that both are used to connect various nodes in a network, but switch is designed in such a way that it will communicate the signals, transfer the signals from source to the particular designation, but hub transmits the signals to all the nodes. Then comes repeater. Repeater is a hardware network device which is used to amplify the signals. When we have to transmit the signals for a long distance, so after some traveling some distance, due to some noises or due to other resistances, the signals become weak. So time to time we need to amplify those signals, and that is the task of repeater, that is to amplify the signals so that they can reach in proper form to the destination. Then comes gateway. It is a network device which is used to connect dissimilar networks. If you want to connect a LAN and a MAN, so in that case you need to connect those two dissimilar networks with the help of a gateway. So gateway is a node that routes the traffic from a workstation to outside network. So one task is to connect two dissimilar networks. Another task of gateway is to control or to route the traffic. It allows data transmission. It selects the route from one node to another node of another network. So that route is also selected by gateway. So gateway is a node in a network which serves as a proxy server also. Proxy server means that if you are asking for information from a website, so that website information temporarily will be stored, and in case of repetition it will be directed to the proxy server instead of the actual web server. So this helps in reducing the traffic load. We can make it similar like a buffer. So whatever are your frequent requests of the users, they are handled by they are directed to the proxy server. So in case of, again, if there is a request, so that they are taken from the proxy server, not from the actual server. So this can reduce the traffic load on the actual server. So these are all the network devices. Thank you.